John Daly tell a story on Saucy's phone about this rich guy in Australia and about how he lost $8.2 million one day and the next day he came back and won $52 million.
And they had to, and then Steve Wynn, because they didn't have the money, built the win. Kerry Packer's an Australian media tycoon.
Wow.
He lost $8.2 million in 3 hours gambling. It was like, I'm going to need more money to play tomorrow. Can I write you a check?
It doesn't even make sense.
He's worth $6.5 billion.
So I didn't understand the Steve Wynn part of it, though.
Yeah,
Explain that part.
They had to borrow money.
Who's they?
Probably the Desert Inn, to pay him back. And then I would guess Steve Wynn borrowed him the money or whatever, and then he took over the location.
Oh, I see. So,
Because the Desert Inn was where
that's right. Because part of the story, Corey, was the day before he was going to write them a check for the $8.2 million, and they said, we prefer cash.
Right.
So the next day he comes back and wins $52 million. They said, we'll write you a check. He said, I prefer cash.
Yep.
Yeah,
Smart
brilliant.
play. Great
Right?
comeback.
Yeah, right? God. Jeez, the ball.
So they didn't have that money, so Steve Wynn took over.
Yes, and he loved gambling.
How do you hold $52 million in cash? That's a lot.
How about this story from his Wikipedia? Packer was a longtime heavy smoker, lucky, avid gambler,
Packer
lucky. And he had huge losses and wins in his gambling career. In 1999, a 3-day losing streak at a London casino cost him $28 million. He once won $33 million at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas.
So here's the part that why that doesn't mean much to me. If you are a gambler, you have highs and lows.
Yeah.
So for the rest of us that play at
There's
the stakes
highs?
yes, they're off. So for the rest of us that play at the stakes that we play, you have good days and bad days. When you're in that stratosphere and you are winning $52 million, yeah, there's days you lose $30 million. Right? Like that's just the stakes that he's at. That would be the same as us winning 500 or losing 300. You know what I'm saying?
This?
Like to him, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
How about this? The Ritz Hotel in London even had its own room for Kerry Packer, that he was able to play blackjack with a minimum of 10,000 pounds per hand. He once lost more than $19 million in his own room playing blackjack. He loved gambling.
Is he dead or something?
Yeah, he died in 2008.
Oh, my God, that's too bad. Like,
Yeah.
you know, everybody dies no matter how much money you got, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I wonder if our guys got any Kerry Packer stories.
No.
Windjam.
Oh, I
bet he
that's a good
does.
point.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it'll be in the news.
Again, the hardest part, by the way, of playing at those stakes is finding a casino that will let you play at those
sure.
stakes. And
Yeah.
not every casino in the world will.
Yeah, because he ain't playing penny slots.
No.
You know what I mean?
He's betting 10,000 pounds a hand in blackjack.
insane.
Yeah,
He loves gambling.
10,000 pounds.
He looks like a gambler.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, big time. He's like sweating.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, literally, yeah.
He
Got
just
the
went
cigarette.
almost limp.
Oh, what?
All right, the news.
This is KFAN News with Chris Hockey, presented by the St. Paul Saints.
That's right. Thank you, St. Paul Saints. It's almost baseball season. Another summer in the sunshine, guys. Let's go.
Right on.
More info on
Love
that
the
coming up
Saints.
soon.
Yeah, the best.
Great people, great ballpark.
Yeah, man.
Great faces,
Lots
South
of fun.
Dakota.
Cheese curds.
Yeah.
Are you guys doing like a thing there this year?
Oh, we'll do all kinds of things.
The
there this
future
year,
of
kidding
ice
me?
cream.
Yeah.
It's, it's a big year for the Power Trip Morning Show. We got big
yeah.
things afoot.
Yeah, we told you off here, Tommy, what's going on.
I couldn't be more excited.
Yeah, exactly.
It's going to be big.
Yep, the rest of the station's so happy for us.
Yeah.
Good.
You know what? They're invited,
Yeah.
but they have to pay their own way.
100%.
Yeah.
And not your problem.
Not my problem.
Not your problem at all.
No.
Yeah, put up historic numbers. See what's going on.
Oh, love it.
Yeah. I got your guys back through and through.
You damn right.
Thank you.
Do you like
Yeah.
my backside?
Your mic's on.
God, it's going to be great. Yeah, I just can't. I want to
Oh,
talk
no, buddy.
about
I
it
know.
so
It's
much.
cool. I know you
Sorry.
do. Well, we will. Don't worry. It's
Yeah.
cool. It's cool. If happiness were an Olympic event, the Nordic countries would be guaranteed a spot on the podium. Actually, all three on the podium. According to the latest edition of World Happiness Report,
I believe it.
the three happiest countries in the world are Finland, Iceland, and Denmark. Have you been to Denmark?
I have.
Have you,
Is that
Cor?
the place they thought you were weirdo?
Yes, I
Yeah.
was stared at everywhere. I don't think they've invented black people yet in Denmark.
Unfortunately, Poland has now taken the title away from Denmark. Wrestled
was it
it.
bad there,
It
really?
was the worst it's ever been. Yeah, for sure. Because it was. I mean, Denmark was pretty bad. It was like pointing and laughing, and people might say, "Well, how do you know? I've lived my whole life. I can tell the difference." And sometimes, obviously, I understand. I look different. Not everybody's walking down the street with an afro and a nose piercing. I fully understand that, but it's like in 2026, I don't think there's anybody that could walk down the street where I would point and laugh at them and gasp that they were even in my presence. You know, like that's just. And it was the laughing that kind of did it for me in Poland. Everybody was laughing.
Well, racism makes them happy. 'Cause they are Finland, Iceland, and Denmark are the happiest 3 countries in the world, according to this latest data. I've been to Finland. I've been through Iceland. You spent time there in Iceland.
No, just at the airport.
Oh, really?
I thought you went there.
No, just at the airport. That was on the way back from Norway, which is also a Nordic country. And again, Norway, I thought, was the happiest country I've ever been to as well. Everybody was like, they just walked everywhere. They all had coffees. They all looked like they were in great shape because they walk. They don't drive.
That's what Eddie said all the time.
Walkable cities is the key there.
Because everybody's outside. They're all communal.
All fit, right?
Right. They're all
Happy.
hanging out. Everybody helps everybody. Everybody opens doors for everybody.
They're the
Everybody
same
seemed crazy nice.
longitude as us, right? So it's like the same temperature.
It's real close. They're a little above us, but not by far. We talked about this not long ago, and I just remember that. I'm gonna put that in.
So it snows there too.
For sure. But I just think that's the key is the happiest people seem to be ones that are forced to go outside frequently.
Yeah, I'd buy into that. Well, think you just sit in you sit inside all day, you get sad.
Yeah.
Why did you look
I'm looking
right at me?
I know.
Can't gamble outside.
Can't gamble outside. Well, your dad and
Yeah,
your dad and Jeff, they gamble at the pools.
My dad is Jeff.
Copenhagen, right? Copenhagen, Max. Isn't that like the number one biking city in the world?
I would imagine so. It's probably up there with Amsterdam.
Amsterdam.
Okay.
It's like legit bike
Everybody.
traffic.
Amsterdam
I was
is
way off, by the
sweet.
way, Tomers. They're quite a bit above us.
Oh, they are?
Norway, Sweden, and Finland are up like Canada.
Oh, okay.
Way
Yeah,
up.
but it's weird because they don't have as cold a winters that we do. I don't
Really?
know why.
I think it's because the water, right?
I believe that must be it.
Yeah.
I did not know
the
that.
oceans and stuff like that. And then,
Who knows?
But we're like, I'm looking at a map right now. We are almost even with France and Italy. And
Minnesota is?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Like Kazakhstan and Mongolia.
Kazakhstan.
It's the
But like, does it snow in Italy?
In parts of it, sure.
I mean, you just watched the Winter Olympics, correct?
Yeah, I should probably take a couple of That's so bad.
You know what, dude? It's okay because I was with
I
you
got
on
you,
that.
man.
I have no idea.
No, I've been saying that for the last handful of months on this show that whether it's Jeopardy or us talking about geography, it like actually kind of pisses me off that I know so little about the world. And there's that, like, I forget that I think it's a Barstool bit, that drop a pin. Do you guys follow that on Instagram?
No.
There's a dude that does a drop a pin bit, and he's always doing geography, like, breakdowns and quizzes with other Barstool people. It's like, I kind of love it. And every time he asks questions, I'm like, man, I don't know anything about the world. It actually kind of depresses me. That's why I'm glad that Maxo's doing,
Yeah, it's
like,
cool.
literally just throwing a dart at the globe, because if you said, how many countries are there? Like
195.
195? You gave me a blank globe and said fill in 195. I bet I could get
4.
4?
You answered for me or you? Yourself?
I would never answer for you.
But I mean, I bet I could get maybe 50. Like, that's not even, that's like maybe 25%ish.
50's a meat grinder. That'd be tough.
Right. And maybe
that'd be tough.
maybe 50's high, right? I might, maybe it's less than that.
I don't even think I could list 50 countries off the top of my head. Just the names. Could you?
No.
Sauce could get 4.
Yeah. United States.
Asia.
Yeah, Asia.
Right.
Antarctica.
But like, if you said,
there's-
like, if
you
you
got
said a
them.
continent, like,
Connecticut.
then are we done?
Well, of course, continents don't count.
Right.
Yeah.
But then one wrong, we're done? Like sudden death? I'm out. No way.
Yeah, I'm out. Stop listening.
All right. I'm only going to do this, even though it's kind of a what really matters. It's not really a news story, but it's kind of news because they just figured this out. But are you guys, and Tommy's here, so I got to do it now. So everybody be cool. Tommy, just be cool. Just watch yourself. But I'm doing this because you're here. Okay?
Okay.
You know, can you picture in your mind, Tomers, a platypus?
I actually don't know what a
Okay,
platypus is.
Zacho, could you show him a picture of a platypus on your computer there, please? And please.
Oh, yeah.
All right. All right. They're famously weird, right? They look like God had some leftover stuff, right?
It really does.
Duck-billed, egg-laying mammals. They found something even weirder about them they didn't know. They just realized this, okay? By the way, they're venomous, which I didn't know.
Did not know that.
I didn't know that either.
They can sense electricity, and they glow under UV light. Again, all those things were new to me, but here's something they just figured out. Okay. The female platypus produces milk with no nipples.
Button bar.
What?
So how does it secrete?
That's my exact order of
Dude,
Starbucks.
that was a great way to ask that question.
Yeah.
It sounded good, didn't
It
it?
really did.
Proud of myself. Thank you.
Your mom just wiped a tear from her eye. Tommy just said
Secrete.
I can look on down here. I don't know.
Do you have to make out?
All right.
Okay, you're back.
Well, how else could you do it?
They produce milk through specialized mammary glands,
Sure.
but they lack nipples. Instead, the milk seeps through the pores onto the skin of the female's abdomen, where they do body shots off her fur.
I was going to say, does the male come in and swoop in there?
The young platypuses, or
The platypi?
or puggles. Puggles.
You're back.
Oh.
So young platypuses are
Puddles?
puggles.
Puggles?
Puggles. Then lap up the milk from the sweaty, milky film on the mother's skin.
That'll do it.
Been there, brother.
Jeez. When? What? Where?
What could you
how?
possibly mean by that?
Yeah, what are
I have
you
an
into?
idea, and that's how.
They said the mother.
Well,
My God.
So they have to lick it up.
lick it
Thanks,
up.
Kiss.
No nipples.
Mom,
bar.
we're out of milk. Could you go for a run?
So that's how the young, what are they? Puddles?
Puggles.
Puggles.
Puggles, yeah.
Puggles.
Are they mean?
It's probably convenient for a young puggle that they don't have to wait for a nipple to be open. You just lick wherever, right? Think about it. It's like instead of little kitty cats, they gotta wait for nipples. Now you're licking body. You're fine.
Would you quit voice texting?
He's right.
It's the truth. It's just wide open spaces. Let's
Tommy,
just start licking.
Some of us are willing to wait instead of just licking whatever's put in front of us.
But think about it. It's wide open.
Not all of us have played college football.
It's not wide open. It's not a spin the wheel. It sounds like it's the
but
same
that's
place.
a way bigger area for
Sure.
a young someone.
Puggle.
Someone.
We're talking about animals.
Then you don't got to worry about the whole latch factor. That's a big thing.
No latching.
No latch factor.
That's right.
So these young puggles have a way better chance of surviving because you can just lick wherever.
Yeah, just throw her in a
It's
sauna.
probably all natural selection stuff.
Throw
It
some
just
milk on the coals.
Medical marvels.
It all kind of just happened.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, good for them.
Man, I'm fascinated now.
Do they know how they mate?
Mate,
My God.
I'm sure.
Do they fornicate, or is it more of like an egg situation? How does this all happen?
Multi-day courtship that includes a
You know where
love.
babies come from?
Oh, God, this is a love donut move.
Oh yeah.
Where the male.
I love donuts.
Where the male grasps the female's tail with his bill.
Man.
So he bites the tail.
Yeah.
He.
After mating, females build
Yeah.
specialized nesting burrows of 1 to 3 soft, leathery eggs, which
they have eggs.
incubate between their tail and belly.
Wow, they are a weird animal.
I love
They
They
really
are.
I
Yeah, they're
love
the
donuts,
weirdest. Yeah.
Are they angry? Are they more like otters that are nice? I can see them being like otters.
I'm sure that there are some angry ones.
Yeah.
Does the mom just lay on its back and just let them just feast?
Tommy, you got to stop thinking about
Yeah,
this.
you got to stop. And don't say the word feast.
Yeah, they will. What do you call it? Lick? What do you want me to say? They have to. I mean, these puggles, they live the dream. They're laying in their own food. If you think about otters and you think about an otter floating backwards and the kids are just laying on the stomach, they're just eating as they lay. That's the dream.
It's like breakfast in bed.
It is. That's perfect.
My God.
How badly, Tommy, do you want to be a puggle?
It sounds like a great way to grow up because you're just eating wherever.
We are less than a week away from him cosplaying as a puggle.
Yeah, correct. That's what he's going to be at his master's party.
When did they develop the beak that they have?
When did they develop it?
Well, maybe that's why this all started. Because the beaks take a long time to develop, that they just needed an open body that they just go and have to lick. Because that beak probably has to help them eat something.
Who needs science?
Right.
Just give Tom a chance to figure it out.
Is that you?
Let's not call an evolutionary biologist. Tommy's got it all figured out.
Bill Nye?
God, that was great back in the day.
Oh, so good.
Yeah. When the
We need
TV rolled in.
a substitute science teacher. This throw on Bill. You're like, hell yeah.
He was here a couple years ago.
Yeah, he did a
Bill Nye?
Yeah, he had a show downtown. It was sweet.
Really?
comedy science show.
You
kind
think
of thing, right?
Bill Nye has
Okay.
rock? No, I wasn't going there.
What?
You know, how rock stars have what are those called?
Entourage?
Groupies.
Yeah, groupies. Do you think Bill Nye has some groupies?
For science groupies?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
All I know is that if any of us actually show up to Tommy's Masters party on Masters Saturday, everybody's going to be dressed in golf attire, except for Tommy, who's going to be dressed like a duck-billed platypus, and just pour milk on every dude that walks in and say, "I'll lick it off you."
My God.
Oh my God! That's the
You're going to
news.
have a duck bill.
Thank you, St. Paul Saints. Welcome back.
Tio, you got to go.
I gotta roll.
All right, dude.
Love you.
Tomers.
Oh, I love you guys.
Love you, brother.
All right, I'll see you next week.
Enjoy the tourney.
No, I can't wait. It's gonna be the best ever.
Who'd you take in core versus 4? I forget.
I took the Florida, Duke, Arizona, and Iowa State.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Florida, Duke, Arizona, Iowa State.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
There's a bunch of people in. We'll go through that in a second. So Power Trip Bets. Here's all of the teams. But
passed
we have
away.
something like 6 or 7 people in it this year. It's a good number.
I think. Do you want to go 5-1? I'll take the Gators. Just straight up.
No.
Okay. Me either.
That was a test.
Okay. Love you guys.
Everybody, see ya.
It's time for Fan 5 on the Power Trip, presented by All Around, your TimberTech deck building contractor.
I'm just hoping that he doesn't say anything with that mic on over there.
We're good.
Okay. Bob Motzko is out as the Gopher men's hockey. See? The Gopher men's hockey coach after 8 seasons. He was a 3-time Big Ten Coach of the Year. He was 172, 104, and 24 as the Gopher head coach. And last season they were 11, 22, and 3. So why is Rosie laughing at it?
Why did she pin that button?
I don't know. He hates me anyway. And if he listens to the podcast, he's going to hate you. No doubt. Yep.
Yeah.
Why are you talking to Zach like that?
So, yeah.
Yeah, phenomenal dude. Got to cover him up in St. Cloud State before he
Speaking
came
of that,
down here.
This is brought to you by our friends at
Yes,
St. Cloud State. Thank you,
Albies.
St. Cloud State. Yep.
Hockey, well, multi-minute at this point.
Go ahead.
But yeah, no, Motzko, great guy, great coach, had a lot of success, just had a really bad year. And I think, that the job has changed so much. They said it was a mutual parting of ways. So I don't think this is your traditional firing. I think he maybe would have had a looser leash, but he, I think, was happy to move on. So, obviously best wishes to him, best wishes to this program, and hopefully Mark Hoyle can find a couple of good coaches here moving forward for the Gopher hockey team, which is very weird to have both men's and women's teams not have a coach right now. But
Yeah, very weird. Maxo, the Wolves crushed the Jazz 147-111. That's the most points the Wolves have scored all season. They've won 2 straight. They battle the Blazers tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Blaze.
We were just talking about it with Marnes on Tuesday that they had to have these last 2 games and they got them. And look at that. They're lo and behold, they're the 4th seed in the Western Conference. Conference because that's how tumultuous the Western Conference is right now. And these games, when you're playing against the Utah Jazz, you like to think in your head that it's a foregone conclusion. But we've seen with the Wolves throughout this season that has not been the case. But like you said, they scored the most points they have all season. Joe Ingles got in the game. That's the best sign. As a Wolves fan, that is the best possible sight that you can see. That means the game is out of reach. Joe Ingles is in the game. That guy, Zion Pullen, whoever the hell that is, got in the game. I mean, everybody was hooping last night. Bones was in double digits, Julius, Jaden, Rudy, and no Anthony Edwards. I mean, just absolutely stomped on the Utah Jazz. With only a few weeks left in the season, you got to get as many wins as possible. And it seemed like this team has been super up and down, emotional roller coaster. But the vibes were high last night, except for that kind of semi-viral moment when Rudy Gobert missed a layup at the basket, and you could see in the background Jaden McDaniels throw his towel in the air, and Nasri just put his head in his hands. And it was really funny. But for now, it seems like the vibes are high.
Hey, real quick, listen to this soundbite from Finchie talking about who did we play last night?
The Jazz.
Yeah, listen to that. He kind of takes a shot here.
We needed to come out with a good start. Offense was pretty easy in this game. Just a matter of time until we start guarding. And they're a high turnover team, so as long as you kind of put them under enough pressure, you can create those, and then we were able to cash them in. So, but we turned it over a bunch ourselves too, but we were able to survive that.
Ooh.
They are tank central.
Yeah, they're
Utah's
100%. They're 100% tanking.
Since November.
Yeah, it's the worst kept secret in the NBA. They're the reason why there's newfound inspiration behind the tanking rules, is because they're tanking so obviously and so blatantly, and it looks. I mean, those guys look miserable.
So he wasn't giving anybody bulletin board material.
No, they don't carry. They wouldn't carry their weight.
Got it.
They don't have a bulletin board.
Yeah, last night the Wolves were coming off a back-to-back without Ant, and they were still like 14-point favorites.
And they scored 147 points.
Yeah, the Utah Jazz are in full meat sauce mode.
Wolves are up to fourth.
Fourth seed, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Got to keep winning, yeah.
And only a couple games back from third. Third is still in sight, a game and a half behind the Lakers.
Is there a best matchup for us, if you know what I mean? Like who?
I mean, it would, if you go up to third, oof. Yeah,
the Lake, I think, have won 3 or 7 straight.
I would say the Rockets probably out of their options. They're not going to move up to first or second, because otherwise I'd say the Suns or the Clippers would be awesome first-round matchups. But I would say the Rockets more than anything. The Nuggets, although the Wolves have had their number as of late, it's still the Nuggets with one of the greatest players of all time, Nikola Jokic. And when you're two teams that are so familiar with each other, you just never know how those matchups are going to shake up. The Lakers are a better team than they were last year. I wouldn't mind a matchup with the Lakers, but I think Houston would probably be their best bet, which is who they would play right now if the playoffs started today.
But the Wild and the Wolves have inverted playoff paths, because the Wild, like we keep talking about, are going to run into Dallas and Colorado theoretically in the first 2 rounds. And those are the 2 best teams in the conference. The Wolves, it's the opposite, is that it almost doesn't matter who you play, even if it's Denver, because you eventually have to get through San Antonio and Oklahoma City, and that's just going to be so much more difficult than the Lakers or the Rockets or the Nuggets. So Spurs and OKC. And
is there a home field thing? Like if you get third, you get a certain amount?
Sure, yeah. You get, you would get the extra game.
But 1 through 6 is brutal right now in the Western Conference. I mean, any of those teams could make a run to the Western Conference Finals or further. Literally any of those teams.
Max,
so there's no good option.
If you had to be right, they've had their number, Spurs or Thunder.
Who would go to the finals?
Who's more likely to win it?
It's hard for me to bet against OKC. As much as I would like to see the Spurs, I've become a big fan of Victor Wembanyama. I was a hater. I was a doubter, but he really is everything that everyone said he was going to be and more. It's just incredible. There's a highlight of him last night. Guarding a point guard on the outside, on the perimeter, guarding a point guard, pretty much falling for every shot fake possible and still getting a block because he's 7 foot freaking 20 at this point. The kid keeps growing. But I would say the Thunder, man, they just are too good. They're so good at the little things.
Because I believe, if I just looked at it right, San Antonio is 4-1 against OKC this year.
Yeah. I mean, it's
that nuts.
That is nuts. But once the playoffs come, I mean, that stuff gets thrown out the window. The Suns were 3-0 against the Wolves the year that the Wolves swept them.
So I think one of them was in the Cup, right? So one of them, I don't think that game. That's why you can play them 5 times. I don't think that game quote counts.
Poor chair.
God.
But they beat them back-to-back games. right around Christmas, December 23rd and December 25th. That was a home and home.
It would be awesome if they
both
did.
games too.
And they have the roster to compete with them. That's one of the main reasons. They're a super disciplined team, and that's what you have to be against the Thunder, because the Thunder don't make mistakes.
By the way, Christmas was almost 3 months ago. I'm sorry, you just said that. I'm like,
I know.
holy crap.
God.
I know. Did anybody listen to Barrero yesterday?
No.
Okay, he had this guy on who just finished a book about Larry Bird. I got to listen to this. I don't know much about Larry Bird, which is dumb, but I don't know much about basketball, obviously. But I didn't know the whole thing about him going to Indiana University and basically just being forgotten, so he quit. And then he went home and he wasn't going to play basketball anymore. And then his dad died by suicide. And so he was done with basketball completely. And this guy came to his house from Indiana State, where he ended up going to college, and talked him back into playing basketball. And one of the ways he got him to do it was that he brought one of Larry's high school teammates with him to be his roommate and be his buddy, because he didn't have any friends. And he had to skip his first year because he went to the University of Indiana first.
It to sit out like the old rules.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So they gave him a key to like the gym and just let him play basketball anytime he wanted. And the guy said he would go by there at like 2 a.m. and Larry'd be in there shooting baskets. I got to read this book.
I did not know he went to Indiana temporarily.
I didn't know
I
that
just
either.
obviously
Bobby
remember him
Knight
at Indiana State.
Was the coach then, and he just didn't care. He was just another player to Bobby Knight. Of course, who would have known, right? But
Man.
yeah. So anyway, if you get a chance to listen to that, that was a fascinating interview. Nice job, Bob.
Interesting.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
He's a super interesting just character as well. It's he talked as much
Oh my gosh.
smack as anybody in NBA history.
Yep.
Dr. J two-hand choked him.
Did he really?
Yes. Do you know how mad you have to be at someone to Bart Simpson style get to choke them out?
Then there was like some story about how these guys, I forgot how the story went, but it was something like these guys rolled into a gym and he beat most of them in like jeans and like a work shirt.
Yeah.
He just cooked them because he can shoot the rock so well.
He used to tell people, this is what's going to happen. I'm going to go over here on the left baseline. I'm going to shoot a jumper right in your face and I'm going to make it. And he would do exactly that. I cannot imagine how frustrating
Corey,
that was.
I don't know if this is still true, but the guy said that the matchup between Magic and Bird in the NCAAs is still the most watched college basketball game in the history of television.
Wow.
And I think he said still. I know he said it at the time it was, but I think it might still be. Wow. Crazy. Anyway, there you go.
Larry Bird, man.
Larry Bird.
A lot of coaches told us about the legend that Bird wanted to get better with his left, so he didn't touch the ball with his right hand for like an entire offseason.
Can you imagine?
Dribbled left-handed, shot left-handed, like all he did all offseason.
Yeah.
So like I remember even growing up playing middle school basketball, coaches once in a while would like reference that.
Yeah.
That if you wanted to be great with both hands, you might have to be as dedicated as Larry Bird and just say like, I'm never dribbling with my strong hand until I get better at the other one.
And see, I
never figured it out.
Yeah.
Because I was as dedicated as Larry Bird Melman. I
Yeah.
completely misconstrued what they said.
Yeah, and you kept calling those ladies and using your left hand.
Yeah, Chris got really good with both
I
hands.
did.
Didn't need both, though.
Nope.
More of the Power Trip Morning Show after this on The Fan.
The Fan.
Big day at Mystic Lake Hop House. You can catch every tournament upset and every highlight with the Fan at Hop House. You can join Justin Guard, Meat Sauce, and Parker Fox for Bracket Bash watch parties today. Tipping off at 11 a.m., 2 p.m., and 5 p.m. respectively. You got college hoops on the big screens, and the prizes flowing all day long, including 65-inch TVs. Get all the details at KFAN.com, keyword calendar.
Can't wait.
Yeah, man. It all begins. And then the NFL draft.
Yep,
And then
5
the
weeks from
Stanley Cup
today.
Finals.
And Christmas, and then 2027,
No,
and
you
then
missed-
the LA
you missed
Olympics.
something.
More
You missed
importantly,
something.
preseason football.
Or you missed, I was just going to say,
Yeah,
you
Hawk's
missed the
speech.
Hall of Fame game.
Oh,
I
yeah,
thought-
we're going, right, Hawk?
Well, of course. I mean, yeah. If I start talking about that too much, I start sweating milk.
Yeah, well, thanks for. Well, Tommy's going to come
Tommy,
in.
lick
Sure.
Oh my God! Is there a
was
rooster in there?
That was his brakes.
Oh, okay. I
Are
get
you
it.
sure?
I'm sorry.
All right, let's do Vikings
Let's
news.
do it.
It's
I got
time
something.
for Vikings news on the Power Trip, presented by
Get it on.
All right, let's see if you guys know this. Sauce, you read sports, right? You have to get ready for the 720 bit. You probably read
I do
top
sports.
stories.
Yeah.
Let's see if you guys know this. You know, every year teams make recommendations in the NFL for rule changes. They get floated and then they have to get approved by the board, right? By 24 of the 32 teams for the rules to be permanent. Well, there's only a couple of rules that are being floated this year. And one of them is by the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, yeah.
They would like the number of years into the future you can trade draft picks to change. If you read this story, don't guess. Zach, it sounds like you read it. Sauce, you read this?
Yes, sir.
So, all right. So for Chris and Max, currently, how many years into the future can you trade picks in the NFL?
4?
It must be 5. Maybe 7. I'm going to go 5, though.
The current number is 3.
Are you serious?
Yeah, the Cleveland Browns want it to be 5. This is the ESPN.com story. And I read. The most significant proposal came from the Browns, who are trying to extend how far into the future teams can trade draft picks. Current rules allow teams to trade draft picks up to 3 years into the future, compared to a 7-year window in the NBA. I think this angle here, this next paragraph, is the interesting part. A new crop of general managers has led to more trades in recent years, and this rule change would make that easier in the future. There have already been 6 first-round picks from this year's draft that have been traded, with the latest coming earlier this week with Denver sending its first-rounder to Miami for Jalen Waddle. The Browns argue that these changes would lead to a more active trade market and greater roster flexibility. So they're saying, you know, remember how, like, historically, the NFL trade deadline was kind of a waste of time because there would be a couple of minor moves, but there were never big splashes because it just didn't happen. That was more for the other sports. But every year now, the trade deadline in the NFL is getting more and more active. And they're saying these general managers are younger, more aggressive, willing to swing big. And Cleveland is saying if we extend it from 3 years to 5 years and there's even more draft capital, that bigger trades would happen and it would be even more action-packed. Paul, your hands up.
We have some Breaking Vikings news.
Ooh.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention?
Veteran
I've just been
quarterback.
handed an urgent
Hold on. He's not
and
done.
horrifying news story.
Finish talking.
And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
According to Tom Pelissero,
He's pretty tapped in. He'll be on this show tomorrow.
veteran quarterback Carson Wentz is re-signing with the Vikings.
Oh.
That's interesting.
I thought I read that he went to the Jets.
So
Did I dream that?
If Carson Wentz is signing here, then that is the end of Max Brosmer.
Yeah, also might be the end of J.J. McCarthy.
No. I wouldn't say that.
No.
It's a 1-year deal.
No. Could Brosmer practice squad it?
Of course.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But
That's interesting,
active
though.
roster. I mean,
I have to tell you.
unless they move on from JJ or trade him or something, it's going to be Kyler into Wentz.
I'm a fan of that guy.
Carson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like that guy as a third option.
Well, I guess that's even the question is does Carson think he's option 2 or option 3?
I think he thinks he's option. I'm just telling you, I don't have any inside information. I think that's weird. Normally, your third quarterback is somebody that is just an emergent, like
He's a Brosmer. He's exactly. Third quarterback should be flyers that are young, developing quarterbacks.
Not the former second overall pick.
Totally agree.
This is weird.
It's a weird signing.
It's
I
weird.
agree.
It's weird.
Because that's the guy you should want as your
Yes.
backup, not as your third guy.
Seifert says they want to minimize the risk of having an inexperienced quarterback on the field in 2026.
So they don't want
they
J.J.
don't-
McCarthy out
Yeah,
there.
J.J. McCarthy. I would bet this is the end of J.J. McCarthy.
Really?
Yes. You don't, like, the third quarterback would be somebody like Dobbs or who's the kid they drafted a few years ago that played? Yes, well, I mean, who's the kid they drafted? Jaron Hall. Those are third quarterbacks.
The Flyers.
Right.
Not Carson Wentz.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just asking a question. Can't you keep them all until training camp's over?
Definitely can.
And then see who wins? You know what I mean?
And what are they paying Wentz, and what would they pay Dobbs?
But here's the argument for J.J. McCarthy that we've been saying all week since Kyler Murray signed here. Murray's using the Vikings are using Murray, correct?
Yeah.
Fair to say? We're getting an unbelievable deal at like $1.3 million, and we agreed to not tag him. We don't have a tag in the contract.
No.
Kyler didn't want to tag because he wants to hit free agency next year. And sure, you could say, well, if he has an awesome year, the Vikings will just lock him down. Well, that doesn't mean he wants to be locked down. Maybe he wants to go get money somewhere else, right? Kyler wants the ability to maximize his free agency if he has a monster year. So we all know that if he has a monster year, it's going to be really hard for the Vikings to not go Sam Darnold on it. They're going to offer him a giant contract. If Kyler resurrects his career and he looks like a number 1 overall pick all over again, the Vikings have to empty the bank account and say, just stay here, we'll sign you.
Because they
However, here's the opposite, what we've been saying all week. Let's say after halfway through the year, Kyler's below average and we're a losing team and it's not going the right way. And it's very obvious this is a 1-year experiment with Kyler. It didn't work. It's over. You have to go back to McCarthy as quickly as you know it's over, because then Kyler's not coming back. You got to get JJ out there. I don't understand, to your point, Sauce. Let's say Kyler halfway through the year sucks and it's not working. We're 2-6. What does going to Carson Wentz get you? Worthless wins like we had at the end of this year? That like all those wins were worthless. It just put us in a terrible spot. Cool, we got to 9-8. Who cares? I don't understand Wentz as the number 2 either, as much as I like the guy.
Yeah.
If you had, if Patrick Mahomes was your quarterback, and you're like, look, we have a Super Bowl team, we have a Super Bowl quarterback. If he misses time, we need a veteran to keep us afloat or give us a chance. That makes so much more sense than the Viking situation.
He was Patrick Mahomes' backup for a while. Carson Wentz was. Yeah.
I'm not anti-Carson at all, but I'm with you. My initial instinct goes, I don't understand this. I don't get it either. Unless you're onto something and he's not going to be number 3. He's going to be number 2.
You know who we can ask tomorrow?
Tom Pelissero.
He's kind of connected.
He's a little bit connected. He'll be here tomorrow, somewhere in the 7 to 7:30 range, playing initials at 8:15.
TCO tonight. I'm gonna get some inside info for you guys.
Why wait till tonight?
Yeah, Zach wants to know now.
Let's get them on the phone. What's their phone number?
You know what? You need to take a deep breath.
Yeah, you need to relax, please.
If theoretically, let's say they sign Carson Wentz and they kick JJ and Brosmer to the curb on the same day.
No.
I mean, somebody's going to have a wellness check on Zachary in about 4 hours.
Yeah, sorry, Zach.
You all right?
Well,
if they're both out the door?
Because of you, he's all right.
Well, can I?
Fair enough.
Can I say something?
Well, that's off. Out of context, people think that you mean because of me.
Yeah.
Right.
It's because of something I showed him.
Yeah, he's all right for a
Still
while.
not anything better here.
Yeah.
Can I hate to even say this because, as you guys know, this is going to result in me being in some uncomfortable positions if things go a different direction. But if you are making that decision, let's see what we can get for him then. We need help in a lot of spots. Do you know?
I don't think you could get much for him, but I'm with you. If you're done with him, then trade him.
Right. For
Move
his
on.
sake and yours.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Well, the
right.
report said they almost did already, right?
Yeah, last year
Yeah.
they were going. He would have requested a trade had they brought in
Rodgers.
Yeah, or back. I think Sam.
And if you're him and you watch who we just brought in, don't you kind of walk in the room and go, you know what? Fine. Get rid of me then.
Yeah, even if he loves Carson Wentz, if you're going, you just signed Kyler Murray and now you're re-signing Carson Wentz, where's my spot?
Yeah.
And not that, again, like, the Vikings don't owe J.J. McCarthy anything.
No, it's a business.
Right? It's a business, and you could argue he owes the Vikings more than they owe him, right? Like, they invested in him and it's not working out. So J.J. is the one who hasn't performed.
Yeah.
He's missed a ton of time, right? They invested a lot of capital to make sure he was the guy, and so far he has not been. So,
yeah, it's a weird signing.
Interesting. Can't wait to hear what Pelissero says tomorrow.
I'd love to ask Ben, but he's not here.
Yeah, where is Ben?
Rosie's spot.
Turds and tacos.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be as simple as they want a veteran presence still in that locker room. I know that Kyler is kind of.
But for
getting
what,
there,
though?
but
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, maybe he just gelled well with the team last year, and
What was the injury? Do you guys remember?
Shoulder,
shoulder,
right?
that's right.
Yeah.
this could be payback for like, hey man, we almost killed you in L.A. last year.
God, that was bad.
We gotta
Multiple
pay you
cities.
something.
Yeah.
In
that was
LA,
bad.
in London,
Yeah, I mean,
Dublin.
he could barely move.
I'm telling you, man, tough son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Carson. He seems like a great dude. Seems like the kind of guy you would want to be younger and healthy and happy and all that kind of stuff. But I still don't understand this.
I don't either.
So interesting.
We'll find out more, right?
Yeah. We'll talk to the kind of plugged in guy tomorrow.
Yeah, great point, man. I wonder what JJ McCarthy's thinking right now. Like, what did they do?
Wow.
You want JJ McCarthy in studio?
JJ, open invite, initials,
Jeez.
Monday through Friday, please.
He's only available on Friday.
Hustle.
8:15.
In here. We don't know.
What are we doing?
Yeah, what are we doing?
What is the goal here?
What are we doing?
What are we doing?
Great bit.
KFC, KO.
What are we doing?
Could you call us and just give us the inside info?
What are we doing?
Like, for example, let's say we're 5 games in and Kyler gets hurt. Regardless if he's playing well or not. Injury based, right? Let's say he was playing well, playing bad, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Week 5, would you rather have them throw Wentz out there or McCarthy?
What are we doing?
McCarthy.
I'd rather see JJ.
Yeah.
Because if he's still on the team, the whole point is, can the kid play or not? If they're already convinced he can't play, that's why we would give it to Carson. Then they're admitting he's not good enough, which means let's ship him out for whatever we can get and move on.
Can I throw something at you?
Go on.
Is he hurt for 2 games or for the rest of the season? Because if he's hurt for 2 games, I'd rather see Wentz.
Good point.
Yeah.
And Seiferd's what Sauce read from Seifert's tweet, it kind of sounds like that's in that exact situation that's the reason they're getting Carson Wentz.
Right.
Because they said they want to avoid having an inexperienced quarterback on the field.
Oh, man. What are we doing?
What are we doing?
What are we doing?
What is the plan here?
What are we doing?
We're going to break.
I got a plan.
Yeah. He just needs more time.
He just needs more time.
McCarthy needs more time.
I think McCarthy's going to need more time somewhere else.
Yep, I do too.
What about right here?
No,
Relax.
he's not going to sit by
studio?
you.
What
Relax,
about right in
please.
this? We got to have him in.
Relax, please.
Time's running out.
Man, time is
Who's
running out.
the Chargers backup?
Trey Lance.
Can you hear the
Trey Lance.
desperation in your voice?
I really thought it would have happened by now.
I mean, the logical spot is you trade him to the Rams.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm saying Chargers. You put him with Harbaugh.
Yeah.
That's his guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they got a rookie quarterback coming in. You don't want 2 of them.
No, Chargers.
Oh, I'm sorry. Duh. Yeah. Sorry. Duh. What was that? I just freaked out.
You
for
mean
a minute.
Raiders?
Yeah, I just
AM
blew a gasket for a minute.
570. LA Spurs.
What are you looking at?
Just in case.
He's thinking about it.
You're looking at how much it would cost to move to Los Angeles?
Yeah.
Or the Chargers?
That's more than mildly creepy.
Yeah, that's real weird.
You moving across the country just to follow the guy. You could do that from afar, you know?
That is stalking 101. Following him without his permission.
Yeah, without him even knowing it.
Yeah.
I don't even think you know you're starting to stalk him.
Yeah.
We just got
Relax,
this
Bundy.
info about JJ.
He just went almost limp.
No, he did not. He went the opposite.
Work for the CAN, the Chargers Audio Network.
The can.
Yeah.
Too many jokes that are too easy right there.
it's too easy.
I don't want to go there.
All right, Fan 5 in a second. Headlines later. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.